Yo guys, what is going on? This is your boy 17K-Dog. Welcome back, and I'm glad I got another chance to entertain you guys yet again. Forgive me for the lack of videos, because I have been at work for the past couple days, since last Thursday, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but I, as always, have a lot of things swimming in my head, and a lot of topics, this, that, and the third. But the main topic I want to get down and talk to you guys about is YouTube. What happened? Basically what I mean by what happened, YouTube, how did you become this giant clusterfuck of media streaming? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, well, I'm gonna sum it up for you guys pretty much. I've been on YouTube for about 5 or 6 years. I started my channel in 2009, and I'm very proud of how far it came, and I know it's only the beginning, and depending on how everything goes and plays out, I could go even further with this. I don't know, but as always, I started YouTube just for the fun of it, and if something does come out of it, I will be really grateful if it does. But that's not my main reason, and I'm very thankful for what I have now. Currently, my channel has 41,909 overall video views. That's not bad. We can do better. Oh yeah, we can. There's always a time we can do better. But I'm happy for what I got. Pretty much. I'm just trying to say that. How did YouTube become this giant clusterfuck? I mean, it's just. Let's see, I started my channel in 2009, and I made my channel because I've been watching a lot of Woody's Gamertag, Whiteboy 7th Street, Wings of Redemption, stuff like that. And when I watched their videos and they did commentaries, and I was like, you know what, this is something I want to do, and this is something I want to get in on. So what I did was, I had a job, saved up, brought cameras, stacked the camera on top of boxes aimed at the TV screen. I went from using game headsets for mics. I went from using crappy mics until I finally saved up the money to buy a Blue Snowball mic and an HD PVR. Now that I'm on next-gen consoles, I can't use my HD PVR anymore. But I still roll out videos for you guys because I'm thankful for what you guys have done for me, and you guys are just amazing. Without you, my channel would be nowhere. Again. But no, I'm just kidding. But from that time of 2009 up until now, there has been, and I mean there has been, a shit ton of YouTube commentators just pouring out of the wall. The wet works. I mean, come on. It's just like, a couple years back, you had your few major commentating channels, your few major gaming channels, and those are the people that you were dead locked on. Like, these are the channels that you wanted to watch, that you wanted to see, and you didn't want to see anybody else. Which kind of brings me to my next subject in this video about being YouTube locked. But continuing on with the first subject, there has been so many uprising and YouTube commentators, it's unreal. And Call of Duty, which has the biggest gaming community on YouTube, just made it worse, because every time you turn around, oh, there's a new Call of Duty commentator, oh, this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. Which is one of the many reasons why I'm trying to branch out from Call of Duty, because it's something that's been overused, overworked, and just pretty much rinse and repeat. And yeah, a lot of YouTube channels, make their bread and butter from Call of Duty, but you gotta realize Call of Duty is just, I fell in love with it in COD 4 back in 2007, and I've been playing every Call of Duty ever since. But it's weird because it's like everybody and their grandma and every 12-year-old just decided to get a camera and a microphone and to become a YouTube commentator on Call of Duty. It's what I mean by is becoming overworked and overused. There's so many Call of Duty commentators. There are so many that has popped up within the last few years to the point where being a commentator for Call of Duty is starting to really get played out. In my opinion, it's dying. It's starting to really just get old. You know, yeah, we have these extra game modes like the gameplay that you see before you, Extinction on Call of Duty Ghosts. It's fun, but it's not zombies, and I miss zombies so much. Since I've upgraded from the PS3 to the PS4, I miss zombies so much. And then the sad news is we got a whole nother year before Treyarch comes back with the next gen zombies. But it's going to be worth it. The wait is going to be worth it. These guys, Treyarch knows how to deliver zombies like never before. Yeah, there were some bad ideas and some poor map designs in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 zombies, but we can get over that. That's last gen. This is all about next gen, baby. But yeah, I mean, YouTube is just, it's amazing when people stand out, and right now I'm trying to find ways to stand out. And yeah, Call of Duty is starting to get a little bit outplayed, and I might start going to Battlefield or maybe some other games that doesn't get any publicity like that, like Mercenary Kings. Mercenary Kings is a fun game. I actually recently just picked it up, and it's really amazing. I love it. It's like the 90s 8-bit gaming, or 16-bit if you want to put it that way. But yeah, it's I don't know, man. I like being a commentator as much as the next guy, but for Call of Duty wise, it's starting to get, it's like beating a dead horse, man. I'm sorry. There has been so many uprising in COD commentators. It's starting to be like water. So common. It's starting to be like water. It's so common. It's not even, there's nothing special about it anymore. And you got all these people who use snipers and get all these quick scoping montages. It's really not that interesting anymore. It's not. It's starting to get old because it's been done. It's been done over and over again, and it's still going on. It's just like, it's a wheel. It's a wheel. And right now the rubber is wearing thin. But that's just my personal opinion. YouTube is just, for me, when I first started out, it was a hobby. It was a hobby, and it was pretty cool. I like it, and I still love it, and I still love to do it. Now, a lot of people always say, how do you get better at YouTube and this, that, and the third? Eventually, you'll get better, and everything will work out, but that's only if you decide to put, it only depends on how much work you're willing to put into it. You always get what you put out, no matter what in life. That's, that's in general. In my personal opinion, when I first started YouTube, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start making AMVs. I'm gonna start doing this, that, and the third. And then when I found out that I played Call of Duty a lot back when I first started my channel, and I was just like, being a YouTube commentator seems pretty cool. You get to talk about things, you get to talk about your own opinion about different games, you can do this, that, and the third, and it's just like, it was fun to me. It still is fun to me, because nothing makes you feel better when you speak your mind and people agree with you. And yeah, there are going to be people who disagree and have their own opinions, but opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one and they stink. But yeah, but YouTube has turned into this like this giant clusterfuck. And what I mean by it became this giant clusterfuck is that means that there are certain channels that people subscribe to that they want to watch constantly, and then there's other channels that they don't even want to bother trying because they're so deadlocked on that one channel. And this again brings me to my next subject, YouTube locked. What I mean by YouTube locked, we got all the super high mainstream YouTubers like PewDiePie and Freddie Wong and stuff like that, right? What I mean by YouTube locked is people subscribe to their channels and become deadlocked on their channels. Meaning, if there's a new channel uprising and this, that, and the third, they don't want to give that new channel a try simply because they're so zeroed in on PewDiePie and Freddie Wong. But forgive me, but on YouTube everybody has their own fan base, and you know, this, that, and the third. But it's just like, on YouTube, it's not a popularity contest, but it is a competition kind of thing. And what I mean by that, you are one person out of over 6 billion people in the world, and only have like 500 billion people have a YouTube channel. And when you have a YouTube channel, you are competing against those other 499,999,000 people on YouTube for views, for subscribers, for likes, for dislikes, for everything. And that's what I mean. It's just like, since people are so deadlocked on certain kind of YouTube channels, you're not getting any traffic, you're not getting any likes, you're not getting any views, this, that, and the third, because all the huge mainstream major big YouTube channels are already soaking up the shit ton of views. And that's what I mean. If YouTube promotes videos, why don't they start promoting the smaller channels? Like, even though there's a huge rise in YouTube commentators, there are a lot of good people out there, and I've checked a lot of small channels out, and I like their content. But tell me what you guys think, though. I mean, this is something pretty cool, and what YouTube should start doing is start promoting smaller channels. You know, they could promote mine or somebody else's that is less fortunate. It would really help, because a lot of people get on YouTube with this huge idea that they're going to become instantly famous and this, that, and the third, and they gotta believe that a lot of that takes time. But YouTube should start really promoting the smaller channels, because the bigger channels is already in the limelight. They're already shine. But this, guys, this has been 17K-Dog, and let me know what you guys think. Give me a like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Peace. I'll catch you guys on the next one.